The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Among all the standout rookie runners last season, Ramondre Stevenson probably didn't get the attention he deserved. Over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Oklahoma product, and he averaged 4.6 yards a carry while working behind Damian Harris in the backfield.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
But how about this, a fake? Yeah, this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down, here's the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Edwards is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens are in for 6. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 41, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Here's Stevenson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, Stevenson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Folks' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drop?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for a big 3rd down play. And he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 90 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Jones on first down. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Jones to throw on third down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. New England's offense set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones throw there taken in by Smith. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. The drive will start with an option going left. And he stopped immediately there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. The quick feet by Jackson. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Barter, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 20-10. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones connecting with Aguilar. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Jones. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.